Construction Management Services would like to thank Dayspring Academy Selection Committee for allowing us to make a presentation on Tuesday, July 1st regarding the upcoming new school building project. The following is a brief video with voiceover as a recap of the presentation we gave this morning. Larry Daly is the owner and managing member as well as a general contractor for CMS Construction. Larry has more than 35 years experience and has built more than $75 million in construction projects. He's a state certified general contractor with 14 years experience with the DEP in new construction and renovations, as well as build outs, has extensive experience in both residential home as well as commercial construction projects and inspections. Larry is very active in Pasco County with the Pasco County Economic Development Council as well as Pasco County Building Department. Larry has been instrumental in working with Pasco County in an effort to help streamline the permitting process for building projects. As recently as a year ago, normal permitting process could take several months just to get a set of plans through. However, with Larry's direction and leadership working with Pasco County, that has been significantly reduced, and in often cases, a permit can be received within just a few weeks or less. This is significant to the Dayspring Academy because Larry obviously has connections and is very well known with the building department, therefore will have the ability to help get permits through and any issues that may emerge, be able to resolve them very quickly on behalf of the Dayspring Academy. Numerous projects has been involved with CMS, specifically with Pinch a Penny, Suncoast Gymnastics, Dairy Queen, and many others throughout the years. This is a brief overview of some of the recent projects that has been completed, including the Athenian Academy of Pasco, where CMS was involved in the construction of a project for their school. Specifically, Dan Rashvi of Athenian School Academy Administrator indicated that Construction Management Services of Pasco provided outstanding construction management services for the Athenian Academy of Pasco school project. Larry and his team were very professional and completed our project, allowing us to open our school for our students and parents on time. We know this is extremely important to Dayspring Academy, and all of Larry's team will be bringing with them experience to help get the job done in an extremely timely manner. In addition to the team will be Frank Furman, who is partner as well as a state certified general contractor and roofing contractor. Frank brings over 28 years experience with over $60 million of construction projects, including Safety Harbor Montessori Academy renovation, multiple law firms, tenant improvements, structural contractors, new construction, and so on. As the superintendent, Ken Jones has been with CMS for more than 11 years and has more than 35 years experience specifically with schools, ground up construction, and numerous other areas. Doug is also a member of our team who has 16 years of experience with CMS. He has more than 48 years in the construction arena, including ground up construction with schools, multi-story office buildings, large-scale malls and shopping centers, and again, extensive other commercial construction projects. Lastly, the member of the team is Tom Madonna, who comes with not only construction background as an owner's representative and more than $55 million, but also from a marketing and communication standpoint, and will be working with the school project in regards to project communications. A brief overview of the site. This, of course, is where the site will be located behind the current Dayspring Academy. As we zoom into the actual aerial of the property, we want to make a few points. The following is just a preliminary idea and some recommendations in regard to the construction setup. Starting off specifically, a recommended construction entrance which will be located off of the Dayspring Academy property, to be determined at a future date. However, we see this as the best location to bring in construction traffic therefore completely separating ourselves from the day-to-day operations of the Dayspring School. From there, we'll be bringing in a security fencing located here, which will be connecting up to existing fences. One of the key areas that we saw would be to put in a dust barrier on both of these fences that will be 6 feet high, because obviously in any construction project it will generate some dust, and we want to help to make sure that we reduce that as much as possible to the school area. Lastly, we estimate approximately this location for storage containers, construction trailers, and so on, keeping it away from the primary construction of the school area. Again, following up, this is just a quick overview of the site work and of the site plan that was provided, as well as the architectural plan that has been provided, and based on the drawings that we utilize to prepare our preliminary bid as a part of this presentation. One thing we noticed is that there are obviously opportunities to value engineer and help the school to further reduce costs by providing suggestions in regards to how to reduce additional areas of cost. Another area that we want to suggest is looking at the maintenance areas and possible suggestions on help to reduce long-term maintenance. For instance, instead of carrying paint above the tiles, one suggestion might be to add additional tiles in that area, therefore reducing long-term maintenance of those particular areas and others. Another area is the energy reduction ideas. We would be happy to work with the architect and the school to identify potential ways to help further reduce your ongoing energy costs through lighting and so on. One area that we identified as well is regarding the building connections, that there may be some existing rock underneath the building or the potential building, therefore being able to carry over our wires and things to connect the two buildings could be more difficult. It was suggested to potentially look at doing this wireless, which is very common in many building construction projects. Next is our project team. Larry Daly, of course, will be our primary project manager, as well as Frank Furman, who will be our project coordinator and team leader. We are planning on having 2 project superintendents based on the workload at the project, one being Doug, as well as Ken, who will be always on site at different times as our project superintendents. And finally, Tom Madonna, who will be overseeing project communications, lien releases, and so on. A preliminary project schedule based on the drawings that we've received so far. Starting off, whenever the permit is the drawings are able to be completed and we're able to submit those, in Pasco County, there is what's called an early start authorization. This would allow us to begin some of the work going forward up until the point of where our first inspections are required. This allows us to actually get a head start on the construction process. We anticipate that it's going to take approximately 4 to 6 weeks to get through to the point of underground rough plumbing and rough electric and so on. From there, we would continue with our concrete slab and footers, putting in the steel package, layout to the lintel, and the roofing, and this would take us to approximately 8 to 10 weeks of the total project. From there, we would be continuing to move forward with fire suppression and alarm systems, the interior build-outs including insulation, framing, and drywall, rough electrical, mechanical, and plumbing, windows and doors would bring us to the point of about week 14 to 15. From there, we would be moving on to exterior framing for the walkways and awnings, stucco, final electrical, mechanical, and plumbing inspections, completing the interior and exterior painting, acoustical ceiling grid and installation, and landscaping. With this, we anticipate then moving into fire extinguishers, putting in the flooring, interior trim packages, and millwork. Finally, rounding up where we would complete interior touch-ups, building systems testing, and training. In this particular area, we will be providing training to school staff on all of the different systems, as well as providing a project manual which will have all copies of all maintenance and vendors and subcontractors for the project, so that the school will easily be able to find and locate all contacts related to the project, as well as training manuals. Complete a final cleaning and then removal of construction trailers and storage. We anticipate the total project taking approximately 23 to 26 weeks, all of this depending related to permitting, as well as during this time of year we could have weather conditions. We are okay with putting together some performance issues because we understand the concerns to make sure the school is built and ready to go when school opens. In addition to this, one of the key areas that we fully believe is extremely important in any project is the communications. We have found through past projects that parents as well as students want to know what's going on, want to know how it's going, and those types of things. One of the unique things that we do is we provide a video email project status reports similar to the video that we're providing to you now. This would be sent out to parents and students as well as board members. We can also provide updates to the Dayspring Academy website, as well as come to board meetings for the Dayspring board members in order to help identify if there are any decisions that need to be made during the construction project, review and approvals, as well as provide direct updates to the board members. In addition to that, when we submit for pay schedules, which we will provide a tour of all of the site, as well as photographs of anything that has been purchased and requested as a part of that pay schedule. We would also track lien releases and submit those to the owner as we submit our pay schedules. In addition, we would also like to offer and provide, and it is included in this bid that we're providing, is a coordination of a groundbreaking ceremony. Public relations is extremely important for not only the school but for the community. So therefore, we would be offering to provide event coordination, pre-event marketing and invitations, coordinating a press conference, ribbon cutting ceremony with potentially the county and city commissioners, as well as refreshments. We would also assist you with coordinating the grand opening event once it's completed, pre-event marketing, press conference, and so on. And of course, we would be working with anyone from the school in order to help coordinate this to make sure it is done to the level that you are looking for. Also, we're including with our proposal to complete a building maintenance review of your existing other buildings that we can then provide to you. For instance, roofing, what maintenance, how they look, to project future maintenance issues and those types of things. Another thing that was mentioned is a direct purchase program. Obviously, that the school is a nonprofit, we would be coordinating as a part of our services, can coordinate the purchases on behalf of the school for tax-exempt savings, eliminating the stress from school staff, providing budget tracking and reporting. One additional services that we can provide that is not included is the furniture, fixtures, and equipment. When you look at any construction project, there are many things that fall outside of the normal contractor responsibilities, such as furniture, copiers, telephone systems, moving furniture, and those types of things. This is something that we can also provide to the school if you would like to coordinate all of that, again, relieving existing school staff from that stress of having to do that. Essentially, how we would do this is coordinate all of these types of systems and services for you, getting and obtaining bids from other various companies. For instance, from furniture, we may get 3 to 6 bids based on the furniture requirements, and then providing that to the school board in order for you to make a decision. All of these things again will help to relieve existing staff from that stress, as well as providing you the best cost for those services. As we conclude, we wanted to review with you the estimated project budget for this project. Based on the drawings that were provided, these are in the design, what are called design development drawings, which means that they are approximately 90% complete. However, without 100% complete drawings, we did need to make some assumptions. Therefore, we have made those assumptions and included things that were not in your design development drawings, but we know would be needed. Based on this, we have put together an estimated total project budget of approximately $1,289,406. Approximately $97.76 per square foot comes out to be the estimated cost for the project. We do see other opportunities to further value engineer this, is working with the architect and the school in different ways. There are obviously some questions that still need to be answered, and we would be happy to work with the architect in order to clarify certain things so that we can make sure that as we get the final construction documents, we will be able to provide a much clearer, total, complete budget projection. Finally, we do include on top of this a construction fee of approximately 8% for the services for construction management to oversee the project. In addition to that, the board asked that we break out the general conditions, and as a part of that initial number, we have included approximately $60,000, which is approximately 4% for general conditions. This includes costs for project manager, project superintendents, the general superintendent, operating costs on site for storage trailers, clerical, field costs, temporary electric dumpsters, cleaning of services, as well as liability and builder's risks. CMS does not see any issues with becoming bonded for this project and would be happy to continue to work with you all in providing any additional information that's needed. To conclude, we would like to say why we think you should select CMS. Number one is our qualified and experienced team. As we mentioned earlier, the team that we're providing has more than 200 plus years of actual experience in building and construction, and we take pride in our quality and craftsmanship of our projects. Next is the comprehensive project management that will be provided through not only construction but also value engineering, furniture, fixtures, and equipment, and so on. Also, we provide exceptional project communications, which is extremely important, and we have found to help make a project run extremely smooth. This is one of the key areas, and we'll be doing this by providing parent and board video emails of project updates and so on. Also, budget monitoring and submittals, tracking of lien releases, providing budget reports and updates directly to the board members, and finally easing the transition into the new building through not only ribbon cutting and grand opening coordination, as well as move management from one location to the next. Not only that, we will provide direct purchasing for the project. Finally, all of our team wants to thank you again for providing us this opportunity to be a part of the new school building project for Dayspring Academy. If you have any questions, please feel free to give us a call, and we appreciate the opportunity again. Thank you.